Hello, beloveds. Welcome to day 2. Today we're going to talk about healing from the perspective of the embodied woman and why we do it, the intention behind it, and how it makes all the difference when we know why we're healing and when it comes from an abundant place. And so currently I am in day 2 of a 7-day Bobenzana Dieta, which is a healing time. I'm water fasting. And why am I doing that, right? I feel that I'm constantly in a process of healing in some way, but not from a place of fixing. And I think that's the number one thing that we need to remember as embodied women. We are not here to fix, not here to fix ourselves. Hello, Nuno. I see some of you coming online. I'm going to be speaking to women mainly, but if you're a male and you want to tune in, everything I'm going to say about healing can apply to you too. Because there are many ways to look at our healing and transformational journey. And actually, I want to start by saying the embodied woman is not a perfect person. She's not perfect. But she takes full responsibility of her life. And she takes full responsibility of what's happening in her life. And because of what's happening, we decide that we may want to heal aspects of ourselves that are co-creating a situation or something where you might feel like, I want different results. So I'm going to look within myself and see what within myself is creating and co-creating whatever I'm experiencing. So I feel that when we heal, we create less suffering in our lives. And when we heal, we create more harmony and more joy and more love. Because essentially when we're healing the parts of ourselves that just want more love. The parts of ourselves that might be contracted, or parts of ourselves that we think are ours, but it's not. It could be an energy, an entity. It could be a cord. It could be something we've inherited from our ancestors. Oops, a little windy. I don't want this to topple over. So a lot of the reason we heal is to bring ourselves and our life in right relationship. We also heal to purify aspects of ourselves that are not us. So we live in a reality of energy. Right? It's like all the elements. The elements are going. So we live in a co-creative reality, which means energy can be and is contagious. So if there are entities or energies or discordant, it's like just like when you go outside and you're going to play in a field, you'll get some dirt on you. The same is true for this reality. There are energies and forces all around us, and it's how we take care of our body temple that's going to decide what we're affected by. And we do live in a reality where like attracts like. So if we attract any form of a situation that's anything other than love and joy and bliss, well, we want to look within. We want to take full responsibility. Okay, how am I contributing to this? What part of me maybe created this so that I could heal whatever aspect of myself wanted to be healed or wants to be healed. And so a big part of our journey is that. A big part of our journey is coming into right relation with ourselves, healing our wounds, our traumas of the past, healing things from our ancestral line. Also healing things that could affect the future generations. Like I know a lot of my healing I do for my children. Everything, really, because I know I'm here for the co-creation of the new earth, and my healing affects the future generations. Just like my healing also helps my ancestors. I do the healing for my ancestors too. And because we're in this continuum of time, past and future exist at the same time as now, the healing we do now will only help our family, our relationship with our current family, as well as our future family. When we heal, we enhance our business and our career path because everything is connected. So any form of healing positively influences every single aspect of our life. Because where there are any patterns that we might exhibit that sabotage or block our joy and love and success, it's going to be in every part of our reality. And there's this saying, I'm just going to put my Palo Santo down. There's this saying of like, how we do anything is how we do everything. And you may have noticed even in love relationships, right? Like sometimes there's these patterns that happen. And then you might find yourself in a completely new situation. But whatever it is, you are part of co-creating that. And that's why relationships, romantic relationships, any relationship really is so potent for our healing because it's a mirror for us. And in that mirror, we can see ourselves. And it's giving us information all the time in real time. And so I know for me, I heal as a way to support my greatest becoming. It's not to heal, it's not to fix myself. There's nothing wrong with me. I really trust that I'm perfect. And I tell my clients this all the time too. I'm always like, there's nothing wrong with you. You didn't do anything wrong. You came in perfectly as you are. As part of the human experience, we're here to learn things for our soul to evolve. So sometimes things happen that we don't like so much, that we don't love so much. And that's okay. Hello, Lubov. So I see you guys saying hi. And so when we really look at healing from an empowering place, it's something we do proactively. It's something we're excited about because we know on the other side means better relationships, likely more money, more joy, more fun, more positivity, more goodness. So for me, I'm always like excited. Like I love healing. Oh no, someone's saying, can you guys hear me okay? Someone says I haven't a volume. So I don't know if, can I just drop me a little thing if you can hear me okay? I just want to make sure you can hear me and I'm just like not talking and no one can hear me. So I feel like this shift in perspective allows you to show up in a different way. And when we get really excited, oh, sounds awesome. Perfect. Thanks, Desiree. Hi. Okay. Oh, wow. We have someone from Yakutia, the coldest city in the world. Oh my gosh. Well, here in Ibiza, it's nice and sunny. It's cool. The breeze is here. So let's get back to healing. So when we go at it in this proactive way, it really supports our greatest becoming, and it doesn't have to be painful. Of course, there's pain when we heal because we're going to those dark places, those places that need love. And sometimes it's ancestral stuff. So even as a personal share, lately I've been working with an ancestral pattern, something I've inherited from my ancestors that has affected how I show up in love and life. And it's even connected to trust, and because those ancestors lived a lot of challenging moments. There were trespassing of boundaries, violation of women. There was scarcity. There was poverty. There, this is like the Colombian line, right? And so they were like living in the jungle in nature, and there was even black magic and entities and a lot of this like darkness, right? And then here I come into this reality as a bringer of the light. So of course, the universe would design my reality and karma so that as a bringer of the light, I have to face the shadow. Do you see like the intelligence of that? When we pray for something, we pray for courage, we pray for love, we pray for compassion, we're given the moments to express it. So if you want to pray for courage, you're going to be given a situation where you have to be courageous and you have to take that leap of faith. And if you pray to bring more light onto the planet, you're going to face the shadow. You're going to face the entities. You're going to face the clearing of black magic. You're going to face those things And you're only given what you can handle. So even though sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, why is life so challenging? I've had those moments many times. It's because I know how big my mission is. So of course, I must be given things that I can support other people to go through. 100%. If my life was perfectly easy, like where would there be any wisdom? Sure, I can remember my past life memories, but the wisdom is in the experience. And we're here to hone our crafts. We're here to evolve our soul. So of course we're going to be served challenging things. It's a given of a life. But when you come to accept that and you choose to see that everything has a silver lining and that on the other side of every single thing you're going to heal is the triumph. And the wiser the being you are, the more evolved, the more compassionate. Like every time I go through challenging moments, I am a million times more compassionate. And I feel like I'm able to hold better space for my clients. And that's part of the journey. As an embodied woman, it's about learning to hold space, face things, not want to escape. It's not about block, let me just push away the things that are too painful. It's like, I am here, I am incarnated, and I am here to face everything that life wants to give me and gift me, because really it's a gift. And there's this saying I have, which is, in the trauma is the treasure. So anything you've lived that has been traumatic, anything you have lived, hello, thank you. Anything you have lived that you felt has broken you, or that you're still in process of living, know that on the other side is your queendom, is your empress self that's even more like wise and powerful, because you walk through that fire. And in walking through that fire, you literally light up the world for other people. You become that beacon of light, that force, and you're a portal. Essentially, you're a portal for other people to walk through that fire too. And it's only on the other side have you then accumulated all the wisdom. And so I actually believe that the bigger your mission, the more challenges you will face. Because in being able to hold massive amounts of power and wealth and success, you have to have been able to hold challenging things too. It's a power growth that's in both directions, positive and negative. So if anywhere, and one shadow aspect of spirituality is when you're like, oh, love and light, everything is love and light. We're in this 3D dimension. On some level, is everything love? Yes, absolutely. On some dimension, is everything light? Yes, absolutely. But when we're incarnated, there are things in this dimension that have fallen from the light. And there are some people who even believe there's almost like this balance of light and dark, like equal. I feel that the light is going to win, and we are going to ascend into a new paradigm, and it's already happening because some of us are already living that. And so I do think there is this, it's like Star Wars, there's this battle that's happening. And as bringers of light, thank you, Pure Motivation. Gosh, love your guidance. Good. I'm so happy to have you all tuning in, listening. And this is all, I'm sharing all of this because I'm inviting you women inside of my Embodied Woman Program. And my Embodied Woman Program starts next week. And so now's the time to be enrolling. So definitely reach out. If this is speaking to you, and you are ready to heal at a deeper level, I'm going to go into a few more things, but if you're ready to heal at a deeper level, because remember, it's a continuous journey for our whole life, and especially if you are in the healing arts, or you guide others, or you just want to be your best self because you know that you're a feminine leader, a feminine matriarch, our continued healing journey is a given. And it's not that we're stuck in cycles of fixing, that there's something wrong and we need to keep healing. It's not any of that. It's more about, yes, bringers of light. Spring Fever Jules says, that's what we are. We're bringers of light. And in being bringers of light, we're really called to step up. We're really called to rise up right now in a big way, And that requires us to look at all of our shadow parts, all the places we've shunned away and rejected. We're being asked to really look at everything, to integrate it, to learn to hold better space for ourselves and also for others. Because that's another big piece of this work, is when we go through it, we're here to help others. And so you may be wondering, well, how do we heal? There's infinite ways. And in my work, we do a lot of purification, which is done through rituals and energy work and light language, because part of your healing journey is to become more sovereign. And in becoming more sovereign, you are meant to clear out cords, energies, programming, ways of being that are not yours. As I mentioned, could be your ancestors, could be your family. It's even karma that you maybe have brought into this life. And part of your work in your healing journey is to clear out what's not serving, what's not yours, what's actually blocking you from greater love, from bringing in more light, more of your divine essence onto the planet. And as you clear all that away and purify it and really bring more of your essence, so your healing journey is a deeper incarnation, which is fascinating, right? You being more embodied, not dissociated. Ascension is not leaving your body. Ascension is coming home deep into your body. And so as you do this work, all of your life transforms because you reclaim more of your power. So anywhere that you've had a trauma, anywhere that you've had pain happen in your life, or you've had a challenging situation, even in past relationships, a piece of your soul and power may still be there if it's not fully healed and integrated. So as you heal things from your past, even past lives, you are reclaiming part of your power. And in reclaiming more of your power, you can be a better manifester. Your relationships enhance. Everything gets better. So I don't have to convince you on healing, because I know that if you're tuning into this and if you're even interested in the Embodied Woman Program, you know that healing is a part of our journey forever. It's more of the way you do it and the why behind it. So remembering that it's because we're here for our greatest becoming. We're not here to fix anything. We're already whole and complete, but we do need to reclaim our power in places that we've left it. And part of that process is becoming more sovereign, so more fully incarnated as your energy without outside influences, and also purifying so that your brilliant light can shine through even more, and then you become even more magnetic to everything you're wanting to create in this life. And so I find it really funny. I don't know if there's someone who is I live in a villa, and I don't know if there's someone trying to get into the gate, and I live in a very secluded area, but it's funny how as I'm talking about these super important topics, the distractions want to come in and the honking's happening, and it's focus, I have a mission. All the distractions can come in, but the focus remains. So there's no outside anything that can sway me from my dharma, from this mission, from being a light worker, from supporting others in activating their light. And so someone in my stories, I had asked in my stories, what topics do you want me to talk about over these 7 days as I'm sharing about the Embodied Woman Program? And so someone asked, well, how do you go about cleansing the body vessel? So inside, there's many ways to do it. And the ways in which I support you in that, in the Embodied Woman Program, is going to be through rituals. So we're going to use the elements. So you use the elements like fire, water, air, earth, to cleanse your body and your energy field, because they're connected, right? Also what you eat. So I'm going to be sharing specific ways of eating and also certain detox protocols and cleanses, just like I'm doing now. I'm doing a 7-day water fast. Well, we'll see if I do 5 or 7. I've never done 7 before. I'm on day 2 of at least day 5. We'll see if I go into day 7 of water fasting. And then other different cleansing protocols because we do want to purify down to the physiologic level as well as the energetic level. And with light language, which is a form of energy healing work that I do, we even go down to the DNA level because frequency moves atoms. So we're healing at that level too, and then also with energy work. So these are some of the ways that I share and support. And I also share certain types of energy hygiene practices that when you clear things on an energetic level, your body immediately responds. And so an example of that is, did you ever have energy healing or do energy work and then you burp or you yawn or you feel like a gurgle in your stomach? All of those things are showing that purification is happening, energy is moving, especially if you pass gas in any which way. So we can purify the body through energy work as well, because our energy field is our future. So whatever's in our energy field comes in, whatever we intake is also our future body. So we can multidimensionally purify your body vessel. And you want to do that so that you can be a greater channel for light, a clearer channel for light. Because there is so much happening all the time around. Just like you take a shower and you brush your teeth, you do want to regularly purify your body, and you want to regularly purify your energy field. So I would say body-wise, you probably want to do at least 4 times a year with solstice and equinox, the change of the season essentially. And with your energy field, you want to do it every day. Just like you brush your teeth twice a day, right? Like certain things need clearing, and definitely every single day you need to clear your energy field. And so that's part of the healing practices that I share, is I teach you very specific energetic ways that are quick in real time. If you have like a lot going on in your mind, there's things we can do to quickly heal that, clear that. And I put all of this under the umbrella of healing because I think healing is anything that makes you feel better in the moment, or when you're done, you're going to feel better. And like I said, it's not because anything's wrong. It's just because we are here for our greatest becoming. We are the leaders of the new earth. And I feel like it is my responsibility to share this work. And I'm sharing the Embodied Woman Program, which is coming up. It starts on solstice, and we're going to open with a ritual. It's a bonus to the program. And I got it when I was in a rose dieta. So these are roses behind me. And I was just in Peru, and I did a week-long rose dieta where she gave me a lot of different things to share about. Like, I'm also going to be offering a facilitator training. I'm going to be launching that in September, and also a coming mastermind for women, embodied women who are here to co-create the new earth. And I offer these also, all 3 of these in the rose bundle, which that's available on my site. And the price is going to be going up tomorrow for that. So if you wanted to get in on all 3 things, you want to be a facilitator, you want someone to hold space for you and be a support for you as you are going through life in the mastermind. And then the Embodied Woman Program is like a curriculum. You're taken on a journey, a spiritual, a healing, a personal development, a professional development journey, and it covers every aspect of life, from communication, from feminine embodiment, healing, what you're going to be creating and ways to support you in that even more. So there's so much. Like, this is a comprehensive program. It's 6 months long, and there's both teaching calls and Q&A. So if you ever wanted to do coaching with me, this is that space. And I think it's even better to do it with other women, because every single time I run any form of a women's program, women are always like, oh my God, thank you for asking that question. I would have never thought to ask that. And that's exactly what I needed to hear. So we receive exponential transformation, healing, mindset restructuring just from being in the space with other women. It's like every single healing and transformation that every other woman goes through, you go through as well. And Oh, that's coming in. So I also have a few spots available for my 3 months one-to-one. So if you're a male, I probably said this right as all the men came off. But of course, women, if you want your own one-to-one experience, that's an option too. But ladies, I really recommend the group program, because inside the group program, you're getting that whole curriculum and you have that time that you can ask your questions one-to-one, in the sense that you'll be talking to me on Zoom, but of course there'll be others who'll be tuning in as well. And honestly, I've had amazingly vulnerable groups, and it's been so nourishing for everyone. You know, sometimes we think we want the one-to-one only, but I find that the group can be more fulfilling, because you touch, like, so much is touched upon, and everyone has something different to ask and share about. So let's see if there's anything else I want to share about healing before I close the space. Yeah, and I think the last piece I'm going to share is, in this Embodied Woman program, I think a big part of what I want to transmit, which I've already touched upon, is like, we are women that are here to face reality, and to do so in a feminine way. And there's going to be things that challenge us and test us, and moments that maybe we're not proud of and we didn't show up the best because we reacted and we got pulled into the chaos. But a lot of what I'm going to teach you is how to shift how you see life and your energy fields, so that the things that are not serving start to dismantle from your life, and you start to attract in the people, the situations, the opportunities that really serve your highest timeline and your greatest becoming. And I've been in a dismantling, like, where things have been crashing and burning out of my life, because I am stepping into a new embodiment. And that's what graceful transformation is. Like, you don't always have to make things happen. We're moving out of that. It's a very masculine way of being. We're moving out of that, and we're stepping more into being magnetic, attracting in. You don't have to go out and find and seek and make things happen. Like, ladies, we're like the rose. Like, the rose blooms. The rose blooms, and then what comes to her are the bees, are the people who want to smell her. And so it's this program, I feel like, is you becoming embodied as the rose, in a sense. Graceful boundaries, like with the thorns, right? But still beautiful and bright and shining with your essence and your scent. And that brings all the goodness, right? So let's continue our healing journey together. Ladies, I would love to have you inside of the Embodied Woman program to heal, of course, from a place of abundance, from a place of, because we know what is our ultimate potential. And we know that when we're more embodied in our feminine, life is so much more pleasurable, and things happen with more grace, and we can face the challenges with a different perception and a different way of being, and then receive a different outcome. And so it is a different way of living. And the more we excavate and heal and love and integrate what's ready to be healed from this life, past lives, from our ancestors, all the shadowy parts, all the immature parts, the inner child, and as we come into this healing process, we become more whole, our power grows. So now I'm repeating myself, so now I know it's time to go. So with that, I send you so much love. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Message me. I'm looking forward to supporting you in the Embodied Woman program. I'm looking forward to those of you who are joining us for the Rose Bundle, and you're going to be on a 1.5-year long journey. Right? The women's program is 6 months, and the Rose Bundle offers are a total of 1.5 years. And so if you wanted to deepen in my ways of facilitation through light language and energy work and shamanism and meditation guidance and intuitive coaching and all the different things of how I offer, I invite you to come into the Embodied Woman program so you can experience everything. And then if you're feeling ready to refine your facilitation or even start facilitating. Maybe you're not sharing your healing gifts and you're ready to and want that support. I invite you into the Rose Bundle too. And so with that, big kiss. And I will see you tomorrow for day 3. Bye for now.